Hey, Stuck-at-Homers. I've been called back to work, so I've got to get a move on some of those projects I wanted to finish before I go. One of them is our lovely plywood. Let's take a look. I've been doing my murals and large paintings with brushwork, and I want to expand that a little bit. I have some plywood that I want to paint, so I can start using and learning and practicing some spray paint techniques. So we're going to go prep it, and then we're going to do that. Okay, here it is. I got this big piece of plywood. It's just junky old plywood. I'm going to clean it off and paint it. I'm going to try to get a primer coat while it's still in the shade. I'm going to have to brush it down first. And then we'll get started. So I've got some primer here that I'm going to prep the plywood with. But it's been sitting around for about a year, so I'm going to have to get a drill and use this specialty stir thing that I bought. There it is, to take care of that. Okay, the sun is moving, but I am working on priming the big piece of cardboard so that we can paint it later. I can't film and hear music and do this at the same time, so I'll just keep you updated. Okay, there it is, the finished piece of plywood. It's like marine grade plywood. It's been living in my backyard for about 4 years. We used to walk on it. I put the good side out and brushed it down, hosed it down, let it dry. We just put a primer coat on so that after this dries later today or later in the week, we can do some mural practicing. Over here, across the garden, there's another piece that we're going to do something with at some point. So, stay tuned for that. Wow, look at that. That's a ping pong ball there. Oh, witness. A witness to the mouse report. 8 mice and 1 ping pong ball. Here's version 1 of my spray painted poppies. The white was kind of hard to control. So back here you can see that I finished my spray paint experiment with my poppies. I think to get depth you've got to have a lot of different shades of a color. And over here you can see that I've started what's called a doodle grid or a graffiti grid for my next project that I'm going to do, which is cats. Let's take a look at that. I've never used a doodle grid, so let's try it out on a smaller version first. Alley cat, robot on a wave, octopus. Ooh, that one's fun. More realistic octopus. Oh, my mercat. I think I'm going to go with either my mercat in the back of the garden, a big guardian, or my disco cats. Here is the mercat in progress, as done over the doodle grid. It's coming along now. This is about halfway complete. Here's the cat I've been working on. The tail's almost done. I still have to do the actual texture and shaping of the upper body. And more project evidence. Ta-da! Here's what the disco cats look like when superimposed over the doodle grid on our plywood. But I've got to go back to work, so I guess we'll have to wait and see how that's gonna go. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.